Ow! I won't make the same mistake as I did with Full Metal Alchemist. Like, I'm not gonna learn the lyrics now, knowing that there's another opening that's gonna come eventually. Because I know that opening more than I do this one. Porn! Free porn! Anyway, hi guys, I am Chris Gaylor.
And I'm Amber from Kujin Cosplay, and yeah, we're still watching Dead Note, episode 5.
Hee-ha! That was
Please don't write my name.
We didn't get much sleep, so we're very tired and very excited like this, you know?
Yeah.
So sorry in advance. We're watching episode 5, right?
Tactics.
Last episode we got to remember that Light is also very intelligent and he gets to create these amazing plans that Elle doesn't really understand, and it's fucked up. Now he knows the name of the guy who was following him. Poor guy. It was his last day following Light.
If only he did nothing.
Yeah.
Everything would have been so much better. And from what I've known of the show, everything would have been so much better.
If what?
From what I already know about the show,
yeah,
if Light didn't do nothing at all, everything would have been so much better.
We'll find
but
out.
Damn.
So I was expecting the guy to die last episode, but he didn't. So I'm guessing that we're gonna see more of Light's plans, schemes and stuff, and we'll see how he kills the guy. Because it's obvious if he does it now, because I didn't think of that the first time, but if he does it now, it's obvious that he's the one who killed him, because he's the only one who, you know. So, oh yeah, so basically, maybe he has to... If this guy is the only one who dies, it means he needs to kill everyone! Right? You need to kill every single guy, agent, who follows someone in order to throw away the doubt, right? I'm starting to think, okay, so he's gonna do massive murder. Okay, we'll see what he does. Let's do this right now.
Yeah, but could you imagine though, you're a grown adult and police force. You're meeting the #1 detective.
Wait.
In international level.
And the detective.
You see a kid.
I'd be like flipping tables. Fuck that shit. But to be fair, it's not because he's a kid that he can be a genius. Like, they already pretty much figured out that Kira is also a student, so technically a kid. And if he's been able to play with the police force like this, they shouldn't be surprised that the guy trying to stop him is also a kid. I mean, it exists. They have geniuses.
You need a kid that don't a kid,
yeah,
is what you're saying?
Exactly. No, but, well, weirdly enough, what you just said is important, because you need someone with
the same
mind. Yeah, and yeah. I said it so many times, but these two are actually pretty similar. Their minds are twisted. They are playing a game right now together. And every move, it's like a chess game. Every move they make has a significance, and they make a move thinking of all the other moves they're gonna make after that to get to the king. That's the same thing. Hello. Right? Right, mama? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so, but honestly, yeah, at the end of it, clearly we said that Elle was gonna have to show himself in order to gain the trust of the others. But from what they just said, it looks like what he did, or at least, if it's not how he did it, it's at least the way the police sees it. Him showing himself was more of something he wanted to do later on, when he was sure that the people he was meeting could be trusted. And what he's doing is a move on his part. It's a risky move, because showing his face, it's something, well, what he said, it's something he hasn't done ever.
Oh, it's his first time.
Yeah. He's showing his face. He's putting himself in danger to catch this killer. And he's doing it not because he wants the trust of the police officers, because he could actually, you know, stay hidden and just deal with it. They are people who would work with him even though he doesn't show his face. He's actually showing his face because doing that could lure Kira in. So I think, yes, of course, he wants the trust of the police officers he's working with.
There's only 5 people less on the investigation. 5 people's gonna know his identity and his face.
And he knows that Kira is linked to the police force.
Yeah. So that is...
It's very risky.
Very less suspects.
But it actually... Yeah, it's less suspects, but who's to say that Kira isn't linked to someone who left the group?
From this moment, everything that's gonna work on is between these 5, Elle, and
yeah, I know, but how did he know?
If Kira's gonna learn something, it's between
these 5. Yeah, okay.
People.
If you see it that way, of course. If Kira keeps, you know, one step ahead of the police force, and he still knows stuff that the police knows, then he's gonna know for sure that it's these 5. You know, it's the 5 people that work with him, or 5, 6 with the men, and then there's another one who left. So 5. Yeah, okay. So yeah, of course, you're right. It's between these 5. Of course, there's always a chance that, like, we know Kira Light is related to the chief. And but if he was related to like one of the guys working there for no reason, and that guy just left, then Kira wouldn't have a link to the police anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a win-win situation. Either now he has a lot less suspects, or well, Kira doesn't have access to the police force any longer, and now they can be one step ahead of him. So it's a win-win situation. But since we know that he's related to the chief, we know now that Elle has a lot less suspects than he used to have.
Oh gosh.
And
I still can't believe though that, seriously, if Light I didn't do shit, it would have been okay.
Well, maybe not. Maybe eventually Elle would have, you know, reached up to him and find him. But what he just did, killing all of the officers that were working with Elle in order to find him, like the ones that were, you know, investigating other people, by killing all of them off, he made sure that Elle had his small team. Like, he made sure that the people that are working with Elle now are the ones he can trust. So that's because of Light. If it hadn't happened, Elle would have been stuck where he is right now. He would have needed to do something completely different in order to have a lead, but he didn't have any leads. Like, he had 141 people to investigate. Way too much. And he couldn't trust the people he was working with. He couldn't show his face to 141 people. So Light killing all of these people, that's what led him to show his face to 5 of them he could trust. 5 of them that are, according to him, related to Kira. So there's that. To me, what he did was also like another, once again, it's just goes to show that he doesn't really care what he does in order to achieve his mission. He plays with people's lives, and like, he killed that guy, and yeah, of course, maybe he is actually a criminal, a sexual assaulter and something like that. Maybe he is, but the police guy wasn't. The people he made him kill weren't. And as far as he knows, when you use the Death Note, you cannot go either to heaven or hell. He was told if you use the Death Note, you can't have access to either. He was told there were consequences to using the Death Note, but he doesn't care because he knows that if he gets to reach his goal, he's going to be happy. But he doesn't care what happens to that poor guy's soul after his death. He made him do it. And imagine, like, if, like, his fiancée were to learn, or if his family were to learn that he was the one who killed these officers, how they would feel. He made him do it. He used him. That was horrible. And just after we learned that he had a family, and I think his wife might be pregnant. But there might be something else too. So don't say anything. We'll find out eventually. But what he did to that guy was, I don't like that at all. He's doing bad stuff.
bad stuff.
But I'm loving this. I'm loving this chess game. Both of them are so intelligent. It's insane. And every time they do something, like, I don't know, you know, because you've seen it, but I don't know if they're gonna follow the movie or if they're gonna, you know, do something else and go beyond what I expected them to do. And there's also the fact that if I was in their shoes, there are things that I would do a certain way, and then suddenly they do something that's completely different, and I'm like, whoa! I wasn't expecting that to happen.
I said earlier that I really love the father. He's such a
selfless person.
Yeah. Thinking about protecting his family, the citizens, doing what true justice is.
Yeah.
It's really fun though that you have with the same tree two really different kind of apple, the good one and the bad one. And what is his name? Soichiro Yagami. It's the good one, and Light is the rotten apple.
I would say that the father is the same as the son on the world needs to be, dealt with. Justice needs to prevail, and we need to stop the bad people. The difference comes from, well, there's a strong... Light is extremely narcissistic, whereas Dad is more modest. So there's that. So that led Light to believing that he was above everyone else.
Is he above his father, you think?
Maybe. He believes he has the power to do all of these things, and he believes he's the only one. Like, if he thought his father was better than him, he would have given the death note to his dad. He didn't. He believes that he's the only one who can do that, who can rid the world of the wrath that he's been seeing everywhere. Just like his dad probably sees that, yes, the world is rotten. The difference is that everything is rotten to Light, whereas there's probably hope here and there for the father, or he wouldn't work in order to stop the criminals. So there's hope for the father, and Light just believes that he needs to kill everyone who did bad in order to rid the world of evil. And where Light thinks he's the only one who can do it, and his way is the best way, well, the father believes in, friendship and in working with others and with accomplishing stuff as a group and doing it the right way. So their morale on how to do this is completely different. So that's to me what shapes them from one another. I think Light is, by being a genius narcissistic guy who was, I think, deluded in believing that justice needed to prevail at all costs, and that maybe his sense of justice is twisted too. Like, that's what led him down this path. And then he found the death note. He wasn't that bad. He was just depressed in the beginning. But then he found the death note. He found this power.
He found a purpose.
Yep, and he believes he's this god who can do whatever he thinks he can do, and he believes that no one can stop him. If he was actually afraid of being stopped, that would, one, make him actually, step back from the death note and not do it, but he's not going to be afraid because, two, he believes that what he's doing is not wrong, so he doesn't believe anyone should stop him, which is why he kills the ones trying to stop him, because they're evil in his mind.
I don't think that Light is deluded enough to know that what he's doing isn't wrong, but it needs to be done.
You think Light, when he kills people, the way he does right now, doesn't think it's...
No, I'm pretty sure that Light knows that killing people is wrong, but it needs to be done.
Maybe. I mean, we could argue about that with you guys online. I think in his mind, what he's doing is the only way to go. It's the perfect way to go, and it's exactly what needs to happen. And if someone tries to stop him, these people, they're trying to stop him from creating this utopia. So these people are wrong. These people are doing bad things because they're trying to stop him from creating this perfect world. So I think personally, I think that in his mind, what he's doing is completely okay, and if you try to stop him, you're the bad one. That's how I see Light. I understand, though, what she said.
Does that mean, think that if his father comes to try to stop him, he's gonna write his name in the death note?
I think it's a possibility. I think, not now, maybe not now, but I think in the future, if he goes downhill again more and more and more, and he starts to, completely lose his mind over the fact that he's this god and he's gonna do everything.
I remember a scene.
I'm
laughing. You're gonna love too, I guess.
I'm just saying that it could be a possibility. If his father tries to stop him directly, maybe Light is gonna be willing to kill him off. Anyway, so yeah, that was episode 5, Tactics.
And I'm sure we've seen some.
Yeah, now we're gonna see actually L. We're gonna see his eyes and stuff. We're gonna see him talk to people in front of them and stuff. So I'm excited for that.
We're gonna see his face and his bags because he doesn't sleep.
Oh yeah, we know. We've seen him.
Just like us, he doesn't sleep.
Exactly. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this with us.
Thank you.
If you want to see the next episode, right now it is up on Patreon already. The link is down in the description. And if you want to see episode 6 on YouTube, you're gonna have to wait for 2 days.
6? Thursday, yeah. You're gonna have to wait on Thursday.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.